This Daf Yom Yerushalmi Terumos in the article Oz Bar edition of Daf Ayin Zayin Aleph, the second line at top of Rabbi Yirmiyah, which on in the Vilna is on Mem Gimel Amud Beis. I believe it's at top line Mamish. Rabbi Yirmiyah, and which is that learning should be as close for Am Yisrael and particularly the hostages in Gaza, but in the hands of the Agurim to Machshma Zichra. So why is the chalav of a milk of a non-Jew aser? Obviously, it's a major sin because of they mix in the milk of trade animals. Tiny came. We learned also. Omeid hagoy v'cholei beider she beider. Omeid is in the what is it? Okay, Omer Goy is standing and milking the herd. We saw Gaba, we saw stands over him, and the Chosh is not concerned because he sees no tummy animals in the city. Rabbi Bab is in the tea. Rabbi Bab Hashem, Rabbi Yehuda, Rabbi Sim Hashem, Hashem, Levi. Chav Shagoy Lamaser, why is Chav of a non-Jew Aser? For that reason, again, it's also something about Avodah Ne'agilui because it's because it can be uncovered. Yamid. So kernel it, make a cheese. And we know that the poison, the venom of a snake does not allow milk to grow and become cheese. Because there can be poison left in the cracks of the cheese. Tiny one sholosh arsinim. There are three types of venom. Eres shokea, there is venom which sinks. Eres saf, venom which floats. There's it floats here means in the middle of it's suspended. That's the proper word in English. It's suspended. It's neither the bottom nor the top. Eres omik esvachamala, and the poison, the venom, which stands like a woven garment on the top. In other words, floats mamish on the top. Rabbi Yirmiyah is galin gugi saw the sidra. And there's Rabbi Yirmiyah, the barrel of wine in the base medrash became the sidra ruba. Sorry, the base medrash, we'll call it the sidra ruba, became uncovered. The Shaltum Kad Moev Lo Mason. First people drank didn't die. According to Mason, later people drank and did die. And in Merish Okayo, there the venom sunk to the bottom. Pai Ava Bechaka, there were workers in the field. It's got a cool to the Maya, their container of water got uncovered. Shasme Kad Moev Lo Mason, the first people drank didn't die. According to Mason, later people drank did die. And in Merish Okayo, it was poison, but venom would sank to the bottom. Tanaki, we also learned in a brisa, chavis, a barrel she's galta, v'chein avatiach nikar, and also a gourd which became punctured. And people ate and drank. The first people ate and drank. Lo yichlu v'yishtor. Later, people should not eat and drank on their basis. And the Omer Shokea, because maybe it was poison venom, which sank or went to the bottom of the fruit or vegetable. And similarly, wine which became uncovered and 10 people drank it, also, least those can't drink after them. And the Omer Shokea, who I say that the venom sunk to the bottom. Okay, Shlosha Mashkin Hemukuli. There are three types of beverages. That was the Mishnah said. Also, okay. So, there are five beverages which do not have gilui. And apparently, even if one of the other beverages mixed into them. Hatzir, fish brine, Bamurias, fish fat, Chometz vinegar, shemen, oil, dash and honey. Shemen asers, I guess he owes it. Sometimes a snake does partake of these beverages. If they saw the snake poking around there, so then don't take any chances. The Rabbi Papa indeed had in his hands a plate of honey which had become uncovered. Lo speak lishol. He didn't get a chance to ask. and probably it'll start bubbling in his hands. So evidently the honey started bubbling because of the venom of the snake, which actually did affect the honey. Rav Shmuel Taben Amin, Rav Shmuel both said, "Need Roshus La'aretz Libakami Panav, Lan Roshus Likli Libakami Panav." It says you can't rely on having an open vessel in a closed house, even if you don't see a snake, because permission is granted to a snake to break through the earth, even though they can't break through a keli. Don't think it's to be taken literally, but obviously you never can identify where the snake is going to come out from. They were sitting in a certain house. Ulo marmarin. It was completely marble. It's actually here. It says Oslo in the Vilna Oslo, but the rest of it says change it Kulo Ishaish Lashoni Yabanu. Okay, so I mean, they said absolutely Mitzchame Ocha. It's possible that we're going to see a snake here. Mitzchame, it's on. Amar Baruch Hu Shebaruch Ben Mishnah blessed because Baruch Hu chose Chazal and the Mishnah Shamanid Nushus Lares Libak in front of even marble, which you think is airtight and sealed. Veloni Nushus Libak and not a keli. Yana have a Midchamnei Sagin. Yana was very afraid of these snakes. Vayoyim Arsi Abraham Dushlem B'Maya. And he put his bed into 4 buckets of water, so the snake could not get up on it. Similar to the story of Noach Mishkamzu, but it was because of ants. Chazman Pasha Yare, once he extended his hands, and he found the snake in bed with him. I said, Arimumine. So you know what? Just take away the buckets. Shem B'Sayim Hashem. We have to rely on Shem B'Sayim Hashem. Person can't rely on the shmiras he puts out, and we just have to take normal precautions. Not extraordinary precautions. And therefore, you didn't need to have these buckets. Chamash your nekev. What is the shear of a nekev if you want to check a vessel? Check if it has a hole in it that a snake can get through. That'd be a closet or something like that. So, Bashir Tiv Mikal. Show like this. Rosh Etz Baktano. Tip of the small finger. You know that it's Pidrush. As in some people, there's no makor for it, you know. People by Hadba go like this. But so that the Nachash will be defeated by that boss Sefer Torah. That's Eddie's pinky of a child, a newborn child. And truth is, you can go if it's a narrow hole in that. Do nothing, but he doesn't know if it's going to get out, so therefore he doesn't go in. Hadait silta, if you have a woven basket which has small holes, I feel cotton, even small comma also because it goes in one hole and comes out the other hole. So I guess even if it's he can see it's full of holes. Therefore he goes, even smaller than the size of the small pinky, will go in and come out. If you have a vessel which is hanging off the floor, for hanging in the air, feel the Italia kama asura. No matter how high it's tall, hanging, it's no good. To Mishtal, the snake will come over from the roof, from the ceiling, and come down into the keli. Okay, so the shear of how long it would be considered to be that it might be also because it's come uncovered is Kadeshi say Rach Makom covered. Now that would take for a snake to come out from a nearby place. What's the nearby place? From the time it takes to go from the handle of the vessel into the opening of the vessel, because it can hide by the handle. Shmuel should have said me v'lo chamile. Well, actually, it's a question. Lo chamile, is he going to see it? Right? So certainly that amount of time we'll see it going to the keli. She phoned Shmo. I said, no, there's a very tiny type of snake which evidently is venomous nonetheless. And he and they'll get there while he's not paying attention. And therefore, the amount of time, if he's Mesiach Das, it's going to be hiding right there on the handle, and it's going to get in. So therefore, that even that much more time is also. Okay. Now, Mayim Megulim, we said, is the Shir Mayim Megulim is that they should not become usher on account of the Megulin is that the poison should be able to be dissipated. And Rabbi Yossi said it's also in Kalim no matter how much you have, it won't, lest you come to use too small Kalim, you can't use even large, you can't assume even large Kalim, okay? Kakor said, but he said by in the ground, 40 saw. Okay, so the what it says, tiny. Mine, the Kakor said by himself, water in the ground is 40 saw. Chemia says, different cheer, he says, that you have a, the Chavish Shatin is a jug which you use as a flotation device. And so evidently that the amount which will fill that kind of jug, which evidently was a standard amount, is considered to be enough to dissipate the venom. Wine, whether it's in kalim or in the ground, the koshu, even if it's a large amount of wine and a very tiny amount of venom, it doesn't matter. That's what even the karkos, unless you come to be matter and kalim. Evidently, because by wine, I guess wine is always considered to be like separate from the karka, but water is not. Something along those lines. Not clear why they made why they're more machmir by wine than by water. Let's see what this is in here. No, he says according to from Chaim, Fishinai feel b'shir gadol b'yoser in eretz batabo. No matter how much you have, the venom is not butter, but that's not so. It seems so posh. I hear what the Kavanaki say that there was a gzera, a karka to kalim. In other words, I think wine because it's not intrinsically linked to the ground, and even then when it's in the press, so therefore it's more like kalim than water in the ground is. That's what I would say. Okay, which is what I think Kavanaki say. Yain Kozman should place his wine as long as it is bubbling, which is the first 3 days after it's been pressed. The snake is too disturbed by the bubbling. What's the amount which is bubbling 3 days? Maisa shlimta nachash b'tzad bor shel yain. This is a case where the snake was found next to the bore of wine in the field. In the case came from Yura and Mumatir, he was matir because he was bubbling the first 3 days. A spring, as long as it's flowing, again the snake is disturbed, so therefore there's no issue of gilui. Once Yochanan came down to my father Yochanan the Beis Shalim. He showed him a gavai, it's like a gava, a place where water collects. It's come back and sit down, and it's from Yeshaya Lamed Yudal. It says they're gave for the word gava. So even it didn't have only had 3 luki in mind, but he was showing the taftim yardim, and but rain was dripping into that hole. V'shasa, a shachal v'shasa. Lead over track. There is no issue of gilui. Now I would say it's because it's dripping. I said before, dripping is not an issue. He says they don't go out when there's mud, but I'm not sure where he gets it up from. When he gets it from. But hechon, to what extent is the amount of rain that we're not concerned for gilui? So waters should be bouncing off or from the hole into the air. Um, that they should be the drop should be seen dripping on the water like I guess they're spreading out like the legs of a goose. Once it's reached extent where the snake is not going to drink for the water in the field because of the rain, he's not going to drink what's in the house either. He's just going to go up into its lair and stay there. The Gilui applies no matter where and no matter when. That's what means even in the winter, don't worry about they don't go to hibernation. In other words, as long if it's raining mamish, that's something else. But this goes the rainy season, ain't going to do any good. Okay, I bring this up with my Chesam Alf, so we'll stop here for today.